Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Cabinet bodies approve payment of rupees 4,403 billion to 46 IPPs. 40% dues will be cleared in 1 month and 60% in 6 months. Largest chunk of about rupees 100 billion to go to Capco, followed by about rupees 75 billion to Hubco Group, and rupees 60 billion to Mansha Group. By Klikiani, Islamabad, two different committees of the Federal Cabinet on Monday approved the payment of rupees 403 billion in two installments to 46 independent power producers IBPs as part of renegotiated agreements. This now leaves just one power producer, Zulu Energy of Turkey, out of 47 IPPs, which had signed memorandums of outstanding memorandums of understandings MOUs with the negotiation team of the government in August last year to provide some discounts against the original power purchase agreements PPA. A cabinet member told Dawn that the Turkish firm's outstanding dues as of November 30, 2020 stood at about rupees 1.5 billion, and its executives were apparently unavailable for logistic reasons. Hopefully, Zulu will also be on board before February 12, or else it could be taken up subsequently, he said. The approval of the revised terms of agreements and the payment mechanism by the Cabinet Committee on Energy (CCOE) and the Economic Coordination Committee (ECC) would be endorsed by the Federal Cabinet on Tuesday, a senior government official said, adding that this would pave the way for payment of 40% of the first installment, a little over rupees 161 billion within a month, followed by a remaining 60% in 6 months. The largest chunk of about rupees 100 billion out of rupees 403 billion would go to Code Addu Power Company, followed by about rupees 75 billion to Hubco Group, rupees 60 billion to Mansha Group, and then to smaller companies having share of rupees 15 to 16 billion and lower. Mansha Group IPPs also agreed to have local arbitration over the issue of about rupees 53 billion excess payments. Both sides would nominate a retired judge, preferably Chief Justice of their choice, who would then jointly select a third member of the arbitration commission. The arbitration decision to be achieved within 5 months would be binding without any other resource. Under the deal, one-third of the 40% outstanding dues will be paid in cash, one-third in Pakistan investment bonds, PIBs, and one-third in 5-year Islamic Sukuk. PIBs involve a rate of return on the basis of prevailing 10-year treasury bills plus 70 continued basis points, while Sukuk entails a return of T-bills minus 10 basis points, and the structure is designed in consultation with the banking sector to allow an equal exposure to conventional and Islamic banks. A similar structure would be applied for the next tranche of 60%, that is, one-third cash and the remaining two-thirds in PIBs and Sukuk on a 50-50 basis. And these would be paid within 6 months after the payment of first tranche. However, in that case, both PIBs and Sukuk would be for 10 years. The issues with eight wind power projects that could not be finalized owing to their load curtailment issues with the national grid and distribution companies and the dispute over sharing of operation, operation and maintenance costs. Besides the payment schedule, and the meeting passed told that 50% of the capacity payment of IPPs under the 1994 policy, CAPCO and HUBCO, would be converted in rupee instead of dollar, thus reducing the existing fixed operating costs element by 11%, whilst keeping the existing arrangement of indexations. The local IBPs have also agreed to discontinue the dollar exchange rate and the United States CPI inflation indexation on the project company equity and to fix it on National Bank of Pakistan's TT slash OD selling exchange rate prevailing on August 21, 2020 till the current exchange rate at rupees 160 per dollar reached rupees 168.60 per dollar. The existing arrangement under the PPA for the current half year shall apply for future billing. HUBCO and the government side have also agreed on premature termination of the PPA that is valid until 2027 against some compensation. An official said it was a win-win situation for both sides because Hubco was estimated to earn about rupees 240 billion capacity payments until 2027, even though it may seldom be utilized on economic merit order. The government would provide rupees 65 billion compensation, and the company would convert two out of four units to coal for power supply to Karachi and to set up seawater desalination for water supply to Karachi. According to an official statement, the ECC commended the efforts of the members of negotiations and implementation committees while going through the detailed report presented by the Power Division Secretary for conversion of MOUs into agreements within 46 IPPs and to devise a payment mechanism for clearing outstanding payables as on November 30, 2020. This will eventually save approximately rupees 836 billion for the government over the average life of the projects. Another statement said the CCOE approved the summary with recommendations to send it into the cabinet for further approval. The CCOE also gave a green signal for setting up of three solar power projects of about 15 megawatt each. HNDS Power, Helios Power, and Meridian Energy was as they had valid permissions, including approved tariff. These plants were reportedly stopped from being implemented due to misreporting of CCOE decisions of 2019. The three companies were erroneously included in two different categories at the same time. The committee took a serious view of the matter and asked the Power Division to rectify the mistake immediately and extended full facilitation to the private investors. The CCOE also approved a report of its subcommittee on allocation of pipeline capacity into new LNG terminals with an aim to encourage investment and provide a level playing field into the LNG terminals. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, to please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.